It's very strange how things unravel and work just because the elo is letting it work. And I guess you could say it's kind of league training you, so to speak. Was like, yeah, we're not gonna punish you too hard for doing this mistake. We'll let it slide this time, like that type of shit. But at the end of the day, getting better at it is what's more important. You don't want to just get away with having those freebies to get to a high elo and then not know how to play because you've been getting away with freebies the whole entire time you were climbing. As an example, this is what I'm talking about. Once again, there's no way you'll get here in time. You go and you're not there. That's the same situation that should have happened here, but it didn't. Welcome back, everyone, to the Coach Approach. It's your coach, Blake the Black Baker, and we're going to be looking at an Annie Silver mid game. If you guys would like a free VOD review, make sure you join my Discord. If you guys want a better chance, I can't even speak right now, a better chance of getting a VOD review, make sure you're leveling up and talking in the chat. If you guys never get VOD reviews and you're wondering why, it's because you're probably not a higher level and you're probably just not typing in the chat. So remember, the priorities are listed there. If you're level 1, you're most likely not going to get a review. And if you're a high level, you're probably going to get one every week. As I said, Kimchi got one every single week within the past 3 weeks. So she's basically just getting weekly checkups every single week. So make sure you guys are leveling up. If you guys would like that free VOD, make sure you join my Discord. The channel opens up on the weekend. Put op.gg in there and I will get to your name. Before we start, I just want to say thank you, Slippery Slappers, Captain Reed, Axonology, Alana, ABC, Troll, Tiny Panther, Infinity, and Jer Bear. Without you guys, we would not be able to do free VODs like this and free coaching and stuff like that. So thank you guys for being my Patreon supporters. If you guys would also like to join them and be a part of my Patreon supporters, make sure click that link down below and check out the goodies. I'm gonna just say goodies because I can't really think of another word that you can get with it. There are videos on the Patreon that nobody else can see because they are only Patreon videos, and they are videos to help you get better at the game faster. So without further ado, though, let's get started. Once again, thank you guys for making this possible. My Patreons, without you guys, we wouldn't be doing this. So if you guys see them, give them that thank you. Give them that thumbs up, you know? All right, so let's get started here. Let me go ahead and move all this crap. All right, so we're playing Annie into Brand. First thing we want to do is ask ourselves those 3 questions. The first question, what does my champion want to do to win lane? Second question, what does their champion want to do to win lane? And third question, how can I prevent the enemy champion from doing what they want to do while also doing what I want to do? Well, if we look at this here, we know that Annie wants to just kind of poke you out of lane. If she can kill you, she can, but that's not her main goal. You have to think of it kind of like in a higher elo scenario. Annies just aren't going to be rolling over people unless you just get low enough to the point where they can flash and ignite you. But Annie's main goal isn't to just to straight out kill you. Same thing with Brand. He wants to poke you, bully you out of lane, but it's not going to be to straight kill you because he can't. It's just not in his kit. So now we want to ask ourselves that third question, which is, how can I prevent the enemy champion from doing what they want to do while also doing what I want to do? We have 3 ways to answer this question. Middle, perma push, or at the tower. Where is probably the best place to keep Brand from being able to harass you and throw stuff at you, but also allow you to harass and throw stuff? Well, if we're here, we're under our tower, he could just still throw stuff, right? So it's not that one. If we're here, he can still do it, right? So it's not this one. If we're here, though, this means that he's going to waste his abilities on the minions, and if he does that, he's just not going to have any mana for you or any abilities off cooldown for you, and you can keep poking him. So it is more dangerous to be shoved up like that, but that's just how you win your lane. So that means you have to be way more aware of the jungler and no top laners and supports because you don't want to be roamed on. So let's get started. So in this game, all we want to do is just shove that lane permanently. Why does the camera keep going over there? All right. So we're already getting shoved in, right? And he's actually doing a really good job shoving you in as well, because, you know, that's pretty much what he wants to do too. He wants to try to push you in. And now we know Annie's push isn't that great. But the best thing you can do to try to prevent push onto you is not do things like this. You see how he's just getting pushed for free because you're always next to the minions? Like right here. He wants to push the wave. But you're in there too. So he's getting a double whammy. He gets you and he gets the waves. What you want to do is stand on the side so that it's like, okay, do you want to hit me? Cool, I guess I get the free push the wave because my push isn't that great. Or you want to hit the wave. Okay, well, you're pushing me in, but at least, you know, at least I'm not getting damaged. So you want to give him a choice. Do you want to hit me or do you want to hit that wave? You get benefits out of both of them. But you do not get benefits when you're doing both at the same time. Okay, so make sure to give your laner a choice. Do you want to hit me or the minions? It's usually just AoE champions though. Usually. So you're not aggressively pushing the wave. You're kind of just letting him do what he wants to do. You want to you need to auto the wave off cooldown. So every time your auto attacks are up, you need to be autoing. Of course it's slow, I know, but you need to be putting some pressure out. Autoing. All you're looking to do, all you're doing right now is just last hitting. You're just last hitting to get your mana refunded. And obviously, in the sense right now, that's not something that's going to be, that's not something that's going to be helping you out, right? I mean, and you're missing too, so it doesn't even matter. Once again, we're sitting inside the wave, just getting blasted, and he's pushing the wave for free. And he's not even aiming you. You're just in the wave at the same time. So now, like, if the jungler comes to gank, he'll just one-shot you, which is why you want to remain healthy. Or you could just be dove at the same time. Doesn't even matter. Either or. And then you die. Remember that I said you can't really straight out kill. You got to be low enough, and you have to just mess up. And you did mess up, and you ended up dying for it. And he only got you low because you were sitting in the wave. That was it. He didn't, like, outsmart you. He didn't hit skill shots better than you. You were just always sitting in the wave, so he just always got free hits on you. That's all. You're not exerting pressure. You need to auto attack off cooldown. I know you want mana refunded. I know you don't want to waste mana, but you're going to have to if you want to push, if you want to keep that pressure. So right now, it's in your favor. There's no way you lose push unless you sit in it. Yep, just like that. Right? Because now he's getting ready to aim you. You have to make sure you're standing to the sides. The best thing to do is just stand to the side where your jungler is. Or if you have a ward, obviously stand to that side that you have a ward. So this guy's pretty smart though. Don't follow. You're way too late. You can't do anything about this. Push this wave. Look how far you have to walk. By that time, they're dead. 100%. If you get down here in time, I don't know what the fuck to say. There's just no way you're getting down there. There's no fucking way. Oh my fucking goodness. I hate this elo. I swear, there's not one game where I say something and I'm right. Dude, and low elo is such a fucking flip-flop. I swear. Every single game I have done a VOD for under diamond has always been, you're not going to be able to do, oh, I guess you are able to, it does not fail. Okay, in a high elo situation though, you weren't making it to that play. Why? Let's go back and just understand why you weren't going to make it to that play in time. If this was a high elo scenario. Okay. So, first of all, this guy just fucked up his whole entire shit. The Nocturne. Like, I don't even know how he fucked that up. He ults in, and instead of spell shielding the Nautilus hook, he decides to just spell shield Lucian. The thing that he spell shielded was one bullet of Lucian's ultimate. He played this like trash. So then this fight just extended a lot longer, and then Nocturne ended up dying, right? And then Brand comes down, right? And then what happens here? Brand just gets ulted. And they're still chasing. This is over. They're still chasing though. And then he gets hooked. And then you show up because he got hooked. So that whole kills things shouldn't have happened, which is why, like I say, if you can't really impact something within like the next 10 to 15 seconds, like if you, before you walk, just kind of think 10 to 15 seconds. Is this going to be over? Most likely, okay, don't go. Because I'm guaranteeing you, there are multiple times you do that shit and you don't get anything out of it, and you just walk and waste time and then go right back to lane, or you just back and then go back to lane. That you shouldn't have got anything out of. And it might seem like I'm being like an asshole, but the problem with low elo is like, shit just happens when it should not be happening. It does not make sense. Some of the things that happen does not make sense. It's very strange how things unravel and work just because the elo is letting it work. And I guess you could say it's kind of league training you, so to speak, where it's like, yeah, we're not going to punish you too hard for doing this mistake. We'll let it slide this time. Like that type of shit. But at the end of the day, getting better at it is what's more important. You don't want to just get away with having those freebies to get to a high elo and then not know how to play because you've been getting away with freebies the whole entire time you were climbing. As an example, this is what I'm talking about. Once again, there's no way you'll get here in time. You go and you're not there. That's the same situation that should have happened here, but it didn't. So, actually, I just realized this may be really loud. Oh no, never mind. It shouldn't be loud. It should be good. Okay. So right now you should ping this Nidalee back because she's about to die. He's about to ult there. So I'm gonna say, do not go for rotations if you do not know 100%. There. Okay. If you do not know the outcome, by the time you get there, it isn't not worth. You need to know if you can realistically help someone 10 to 15 seconds by the time you get there. As I said, Nocturne's about to ult. So if this gank goes off, Nidalee's dead. And we need to ping them back so that she doesn't go for the play. Luckily, she didn't go for the play, so it didn't happen. But little shit like that you want to pay attention to. Ping everything if you can. Okay, did we win this 4v4? Not really, but we got it for free. Wait, you're leaving? Yeah. I mean, once again, by the time you're just too late. Go back to lane. It's like you'll leave when you can't do anything. And when you can do something, you leave hella late. If you just get rid of the I'm leaving when I can't do anything and I'm on time when I have to be, you'll be a lot better with how you play. Guaranteed. Because that did not have to happen. Your team did not have to die. And if you didn't want to fight that, ping them back. So we're gonna say, every time you're thinking of something, ping your team. Let them know what's on your mind. They cannot read you. They don't know what you're doing. They don't know what you're thinking. If you're like, okay, I'm done, then you ping them back that you're done. If you're like, okay, I'm coming, you ping them, I'm coming. You better not be typing. You're toxic. You have Ludens yet? Wait, how do we not have Ludens in 12 minutes? Are we that behind? Oh, we have just hella gold. Ludens from this. Someone let me know in the comments. That's 1100. No, 1100 gold for the Ludens. Or am I wrong? I'm wrong, huh? 1050? You have enough. No, because you don't get anything. It's this and then it's fucking blasting one, right? So it's 1100. Let me see. Okay, fuck it. I'm gonna assume it's 1100, 1150. Some shit. I know you got enough for it. Is it 1650? No, hell no. No. It is like 11. It's like 11. So you have enough for your item and you just didn't back to go get it. You got it now. You just buy another amplifying tome. Let me see how much gold you had left over. Okay, so you did have it. It was 14 something. I don't fucking know, man. I hate this game. You had enough, I think. Okay, you would have sold that Doran's ring. You would have for damn sure had enough. So, whenever you can, no matter what role you guys are, no matter what champ you guys are, make sure to always back on pieces of power spikes or full power spike items. You do not want to delay your power because you're just sitting on the map for an extremely long time. You'll lose fights that way. That guy super missed. Oh. Hello? Kled? Fight the Riven. You guys are punk. Yeah, what the fuck? The guy's hella strong. What is he like not fighting for? The guy's trolling. You didn't have your bot lane there. It wasn't really a good fight to go for. If your laners aren't there, we don't fight. Even if it's something that you want. I mean, so far it's pretty okay. I mean, at this point, we're kind of just going around for kills. We don't really have anything in mind. So they're going to, like, split push the hell out of us. Because we're just fighting for kills at this point. That's something you're going to have to kind of work on. It's just like, why am I fighting? What are we going to get out of this? Why am I fighting? What are we going to get out of this? Before the fight starts, so you don't do mistakes like this. Because it just looks like a rinse and repeat of the same thing. And I'm curious if this just happens the rest of the game and that's why you lose. Like right now, there's no dragon, there's no baron, no reason to fight. Right? Okay, right now, we killed Nocturne. Okay, nobody's bot. That means you should be bot. Push that bot wave. Kashi's side lanes a little bit more often. Okay, Lucian now does it for you. And they get Baron. It's just one of those moments where you're just kind of letting the game unfold. We're not really doing anything. You're not side laning to cause pressure. You're not side laning to get, you know, gold. You're kind of just letting stuff happen. And we're just fighting for no reason. And that seems very, like, cliche. Oh, fight for objectives. I know it's not as easy as that sounds, obviously, especially when you're behind. But when you have fights that happen, just ask yourself, what am I going to get out of this fight? And you will definitely choose not to fight most of the time. You have to have the willpower not to, though. The thing I've noticed with lower elos is that when one person fights, that's just everybody thinking, well, I gotta fight too. And that's just not the case. Let them die. Fuck them. And I think the last thing here is just try to catch side lanes more often. Cause that pressure so your team can come back. When you're behind, the best thing to do is just split. And you're not splitting to get towers. You're splitting to cause pressure. So you're farming, you're farming, you're farming. It gets to that point where it's about to push past here. You don't know where anybody is. You step back and sit in a bush somewhere. When someone clears it out, you go back and push it again. And maybe sit in this bush. And then when they come back again, you can probably one-shot them. And then you continue to do your thing. It's just like the easy way to go about it. But like I said, a lot of your fights are just random-ass fights. I also think like just it was a bad start because our laning phase wasn't that good. We need to make sure that we are analyzing the laning phase, or we need to make sure that we're just having a better laning phase all in all. You can't really get better at League if you don't have a good foundation, and your foundation should always just be laning phases. So understand how you need to play the lane and stick to it. And then the next one I think is number 2. We're just kind of wasting time. We're just kind of wasting time rotating when we can't really do anything realistically. So those things I think you need to work on. If you got any questions, make sure you ask. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys would like a free VOD, as I said before, just make sure you join my Discord. If you guys would like free coaching, one-on-one session coaching, where we call and we actually talk to each other. Every week or every month, I'm still not sure. Make sure we reach 200 subscribers and we'll get on to doing that, okay? Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Without further ado, you know what I always say? Thank you for approaching this like a coach.